Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and still with our special top stories of the day. Egypt chaired the third meeting of the Governance Council of the Arab-African Trade and Bridges Program in Cairo, represented by Dr. Hala Al-Said, and Minister of Planning and Economic Development and Governor of Egypt at the Islamic Development Bank Group, in the presence of Hani Sombel, CEO of the International Islamic Trade Finance Corporation and Secretary General of the program Arab-African Trade Bridges, with the participation of ministers from Egypt and the sisterly Arab-African countries, a number of ambassadors, heads of financial institutions, members of the House of Representatives and Senate, and representatives of the private sector. At the beginning of her speech, Minister of Planning, Economic Development Hala Said said the meeting comes as an opportunity to consult and exchange ideas, visions, and successful experiences to enhance the efforts of governments to develop trade between Africa and Arab sister countries, expressing the Arab Republic of Egypt's pride in the process of continuous and fruitful cooperation with the International Islamic Trade Finance Corporation, one of the most active members of institutions of the Islamic Development Bank Group. Al-Said affirmed the common desire of both sides to continue and intensify this cooperation in the next stage. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're glad to be joined over the phone by Mr. Ali Mansi, strategic and economic expert. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. I'm always glad and honored to be joining you, and thanking you in advance.
Always a pleasure, sir. Sir, what's the significance of this program and the role Egypt is playing?
Let me start by restating what you have said, that it has been a pride for Egypt to be hosting the third meeting of Arab-Africa Foreign Trade Bridge Governing Council. And of course, Dr. Hala Said and Mr. Hani Sombel have their significant efforts concerning that. And let me state that the cooperation between the Planning and Economic Development Ministry and the ITFC has resulted in a total of $15.8 billion, the size of portfolio, which is a little bit higher than expected. Of course, it's as a syndicated financing portfolio or a syndicated lending portfolio. Actually, it's a fundamental financing activity for core Islamic institutes, and this is very good news to start with. And of course, the policy of utilizing the funding is not crystal clear yet. Yet it's expected to be in the form of concessional and low rate loans to finance projects and programs serving the sustainable development goals. And let me say here, let me quote Dr. Hala Said. She has emphasized that the cooperation and the program of the Arab-African Foreign Trade Bridge is mainly interested in encouraging commercial and investment flows, in developing the business and entrepreneurial sector and climate, of course, empowering the capacity of exporters and creating a new generation of young exporters, which is very good. In addition to creating potential opportunities on two dimensions, actually vertically and horizontally, through first the continuous development of new exporting products in existing markets, as well as creating new markets for existing products. So to wrap up, the main objective of the program is to maximize the merits of the promising economic potentials for the region and the continent.
Mr. Ali Mansi, strategic and economic expert, many thanks for your insights, sir.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And moving on back to our special reports, the Senate, the consultative upper house of Parliament, convenes on Monday to resume discussions over the articles of the new insurance law following a 2-week recess. More details.
The Senate, the consultative upper house of Parliament, convenes on Monday to resume discussions over articles of the new insurance law following 2-week recess. The discussions come after the government drafted law was approved in principle on the 27th of February. The Senate, which has so far discussed 40 articles of the new law, will focus this week on the articles regulating the performance of the government-owned insurance funds. The law states this type of funds cover risks not usually accepted by insurance companies. These risks are related to national and social objectives which are of no interest to private insurance companies. Head of the Senate's Financial and Economic Affairs Committee, Hani Seri, said the draft unified insurance law aims to draw up new and comprehensive rules for regulating the insurance industry and market in Egypt. Seri stated that the new law is necessary to cover a host of professions and services that were lately introduced into the insurance industry. He explained that the new law will cover all kinds of insurance operations. Deputy Senate Speaker Bahauddin Abu Shukka said that the